Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today we are going to be unlocking a few new features from our Grand Company, as well as finishing out the Grand Company hunting log. So let us begin today by, the main feature we're going to be doing today is going to be a feature known as Adventurer Squadrons, and we can get that from the personnel officer over here. But I think we're going to save that to be the last thing we do today, because the explainer may take a little bit of time. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the hunt board, which I think I may have accidentally unlocked a while ago. Yeah, I did. Okay, so the hunt board. We accidentally unlocked it a while ago, but the way this basically works is once a day or once a week, you can come over here to the hunt board at your Grand Company. Every Grand Company has one. And you can check one of two types of mark bills. The regular are going to be just regular enemies found throughout the world. There's going to be a few easier marks, which are worth about 8 allied seals, which are the hunt currency, special hunt currency, as well as worth about 1,000 gil. It'll tell you what type of enemy to kill, how many, and where to find them. There's also more difficult hunts, where you only have to fight one, but it'll give you 2,000 gil and 20 allied seals. In addition to the daily hunt marks, there's also the weekly hunt marks, which is one a week. They are typically very strong. Well, not very strong. That's overstating it a bit. They're typically strong enemies, and they are worth 5,000 gil and 100 allied seals. So this allied seal hunt currency, what exactly is that all about? Well, if you bring it over to the hunt billmaster at your local Grand Company, your personal Grand Company, there are various things we can trade those allied seals for. Various special Grand Company clothing, which will give bonuses if you've equipped the full set. You can get a striking dummy for your housing. We can also take a look at rewards for specific classes. Looks like they have available for from the hunt level 110 equipment. Not bad at all. That would get us up to equipment available. That would get us up to around patch 2.2, 2.3 item levels. So I'm not going to be getting those. They're very, very good for catching up, but you should just go for Poetics, honestly. Poetics gear will get you all the way up through, like, nearly halfway through Heaven's Word worth of gear. And finally, we can trade those allied seals for other things like ventures, Aetheryte tickets, which will give us free trips through the Aetheryte network. Very, very good. I recommend stocking up on Aetheryte tickets. They're fantastic. They will save you so much money. As well as various crafting materials. Some specialized seeds, I believe, should be available. Yep. And then we can also get some minions, some housing furniture, and some riding maps. These are going to be very important because they will increase our mount speed even further within these areas. And these are permanent upgrades, they're not temporary buffs or anything. Each of these will give you a permanent buff to your mount speed in each corresponding region. The hunt is very much worth doing. So in addition to these rewards, the hunt also basically serves as a replacement for your hunting log. As you remember, up through level 50, we had a hunting log for each class. We're going to be finishing Twin Adders today. But we had a hunting log for each class, which gives a ton of experience. Not enough to fully level you up on its own, but it's a very good supplement. The hunt board acts as effectively a replacement for that. Now let's talk a little bit more about the elite marks. So these elite marks I mentioned, I'm not authorized. I guess I didn't actually unlock it yet. Who do I talk to unlock it? Is it you for sale? Nope. Not you. Who do I talk to? You're who I talk to. One man's scourge is another man's chance to splurge, and Lieutenant Scarlet can help you find reason in this rhyme. Gloryhound, such as yourself, will be pleased to have this news from the powers that be. The Eorzean Alliance has established a new system known as the Hunt. We never lack for creatures and men that disturb the Sylvan serenity. Henceforth, these miscreants shall be marked for felling, and whoever deals the blow shall collect a reward. 'Tis a bounty system when all is said and done. The Alliance makes much of this joining of sword hands while allowing rivalries to go unchecked elsewhere. Small wonder that some see a bent branch where we claim a bow true and proud. but these are matters for our betters to ponder. For now, you may serve by offering the hunt your considerable talent for slaughter. The bounty is rich and you stand to gain much for your services. But don't take my word for it, speak with the hunt bill master to learn of rewards and other such details. Alright, let's go ahead and finish unlocking the hunt properly. I thought we already had it unlocked, but I guess not. Here to join the hunt, are you? Excellent, excellent. I'll get right into the explanation. First things first, you'll want to have a look at this hunt board. There are bills for all sorts of marks here. There are two kinds of bills, the kind for regular marks and the kind for elite marks. The second of these are the more notorious sort. Before you go after one of them, I recommend you consult a hunter scholar. These people are veterans of the hunt who can recite the Ramdale Codex by heart. Once the hunt's done, you'll receive tokens called Allied Seals, which you can exchange for exclusive wares. If any of that got stuck going down, you're welcome to come back and ask again, and again, no doubt. I can attend to any Allied Seals you'd like to spend as well. Wood's will be done, Lieutenant. If I don't hear from you soon, I'll take it you weren't hunt material, or that a mark got the best of you. Oh, do cheer up. Better die once and live ever in shame. Well, that's morbid. So yeah, as I was explaining, Allied Seals are a special currency you get from doing the hunt. Anyways, let's go ahead and accept the weekly elite mark, and we can start talking a little bit about hunt targets. I have mentioned hunt targets repeatedly before, and that one's going to take us to Lower Lenosia, was it? Yeah, Lower Lenosia, Barbastel. So let's start talking about hunt targets while we're heading over there. Each map, every single map in the game, other than cities of course, every single map where there's regular enemies to fight, is going to have 3 hunt targets. 3 special elite hunt targets. These hunt targets are divided into tiers. There's the B ranks, which are the ones you'll fight through the hunt board through the weekly elite marks. B tier is the easiest. As mentioned, they'll be the ones who appear in the actual hunt board. And they're generally all going to be fairly passive. They're not going to attack you unless you attack first. Let's see, is Barbastel going to be up here? B ranks have a respawn time of about 5 seconds, so they're basically always going to be somewhere on the map, though their spawn point is very random. There are preset locations where all the hunt targets can spawn, but there's enough of those preset locations that it's effectively random where you're actually going to find them. So yeah, B rank targets are going to basically be always available, and you can fight. You can get the rewards for them by accepting their hunt mark off the hunt board. One tier above that, we have A rank. The A rank hunts, similar to the B rank hunts, will always be how to properly explain it. I am both looking for Barbastel and also trying to explain this. I did not rehearse, and I probably should have rehearsed a script to help explain this easier. It's not even that hard to explain. I'm just blah. Okay, so A rank hunt marks, like B rank, don't have any special requirements in order to find them. They'll simply appear somewhere on the map in whatever map they are assigned to, at one of the predetermined hunt locations, spawn points. Maybe, I highly doubt it would spawn. No, it would not spawn up in Red Rooster said. Unlike B rank targets, however, A ranks are not going to appear on the hunt board. So instead of accepting a mark from the hunt board in order to get a reward for them, you just kill them and you automatically get a reward. It's a much better reward, but also it's a much harder enemy. A rank hunt targets have a respawn time in the order of hours. I think like 4 to 6 hours is the usual. So you can kill them, you can kill one like 4 times a day, maybe 6 times if you're lucky. They spawn, but not as frequently as the B ranks. They're not always up like the B ranks are. The final tier available in A Realm Reborn are the S ranks. The S ranks are the hardest. You're going to need a party. You're going to need a party in order to fight them. There's just no way around that. They are a struggle otherwise. Ah, there you are. Found you, Barbastel. No bat would spawn out this far. Anyways, S-Ranks. Their spawn time is on the order of days and not hours, so if you kill one, it's going to be days before you can find one again. They are hard enough that you basically require a party, and the rewards are good enough that it's generally if an S-Rank spawns, you're gonna get hundreds of players rushing to the map in the next 10 minutes for a chance to help kill it. Like, the rewards are pretty good for S-Ranks. S-Ranks also, unlike B and A ranks, have special spawn requirements. You need to do something specific in the map where they spawn in order to make them spawn. And when they do spawn, you'll get a pop-up on screen that says, you sense the presence of a powerful mark. The S-Ranks are a big deal. The S-Ranks are a very big deal. General etiquette for the S-Ranks is that you wait at least a few minutes so that people have a chance to come and join you in the hunt. You're probably going to need that anyway, just because they are so strong. For the A-Ranks, the etiquette is generally you're going to want to get involved in what's called hunt trains, where hunt trains, you're going to have a whole bunch of people, like anywhere from a full party of 8 up to like dozens of people, all getting together at once to go through the entirety of the realm and kill every single A rank all in a row. Just all in one straight sequence. That'll make sure that everyone gets a ton of rewards from killing, well, 12 A rank marks in a row. General etiquette is you join a hunt train. Not everyone does, and it's not the biggest deal if you don't. Just if a hunt train is going on, you probably want to join that rather than be the rogue player who kills one and screws up the hunt train. In general, okay, we can head back to Gridania now since we killed Barbastel. But in general, every map in A Realm Reborn is going to have one B rank, one A rank, and one S rank target. And if you find in one of the local towns in each map, you can find they mentioned it earlier. Oh god, what was their name? There's someone in a small town in each area that will actually tell you all about the various hunt marks in that particular map. Hang on, you might actually tell me. Right, they're called Hunter Scholars, I remember now. Yeah, every small town should have a Hunter Scholar who will actually tell you about who are the specific elite marks in each map. I'm not going to go ahead and show all of the B rank, A rank, and S rank hunt targets. I think I've given enough detail, and it would be a lot of effort in order to get all of the S ranks to spawn and fight all of them, because they do have really, really specific conditions to make them spawn. If you want to find out specific spawning conditions or specific information about any of the hunt marks in any of the maps, I would recommend going on fan wikis or joining a hunt Discord. There's a lot of hunt Discords out there, usually one per data center. And those can be very, very good resources for finding all the info you want to know about hunt marks. But let's see, we killed our first hunt mark. It was an elite mark, so we should have gotten, yes, 100 allied seals. I'm going to start saving up in order to get those riding maps, because those riding maps are really good. So that'll be about 5 weeks. We'll get 5 weeks of elite marks will give us 2 riding maps. So we'll have it in. We'll have all the maps in what? 30 weeks? Ugh. Yeah, there's got to be a faster way to do that. There is a faster way, and that's to do also the regular mark builds at the same time, but I just don't find them worth the time investment, honestly. Doing the A rank and S rank hunts would also give a ton of allied seals, which could help as well, but oh well. It's not a big deal. I'm going to be working off screen on doing the hunts each week, just to try and build up my allied seals, get those riding maps. And I encourage you to do the same, because those rewards can be pretty good. Okay, now then, I feel like that explanation could have been much better and much less stilted, but I'm doing my best here. I apologize. I hope I got at least the basic points across. B ranks are basically always up. They're going to be the weakest enemies, but you can get rewards for them by... One will be marked as the hunt target each week on the hunt board, and accepting that hunt target and then killing it will give you the rewards. A rank spawns every like 4 to 6 hours in each map, gives you better rewards, and you generally should fight them as part of hunt trains. And S ranks have very special requirements in order to spawn, have a respawn on the order of days, and will give you immense numbers of players gathering in the map in order to fight the S rank and get the really nice rewards. That should be all the info you need to know. There's one of each per map. Now then, with that somewhat stilted explanation out of the way, before we get on to you and your Adventurer Squadrons, now that we've talked about the replacement for the hunting log, let's go ahead and finish up our hunting log. So let's see, we're going to be starting out in North Shroud, I guess, with the Ixali Wind Talon. I swear, I was flying in this direction because it's roughly going in the direction of the Ixali Wind Talons I'm looking for, and the two rocks on the top left of the screen, I swear for a moment I thought it was in Gower Plains in Xenoblade 1 again. Oh my god. It's a very distinctive structure. Okay, Ixali Wind Talons are going to be up here at Proud Creek to the north of Fallgord Float. Let's see, where can we find you? Here we go. And we need to hunt, I think 3 in total is what it's saying on my checklist. So let's get to work. I think I've already killed 1, so just these 2 should finish it off. Okay, will that do it? That'll do it. All right, next up, we are heading to... Alright, up here in Kurthis, we are flying on over to Nadalin, just to the north and then east from Camp Dragonhead, where we'll find our next 2 targets. We've got Nadalin Swiftbeaks, and we have Nadalin Boldwings, and it looks like for each of those we need to hunt 4 of them. I believe we've probably already nicked 1 or 2 in the past, just coming through here, probably when we were fighting Garuda. So let's just go ahead and rush on through and clean up whatever we didn't kill before. Alright, let's get out of that AoE. Oh crap. You go away, Fog Collar. Okay, your next Boldwing, another Fog Collar. It'd be nice if you would leave me alone. And here we go, a Boldwing. I should move. Yeah, that was a mistake. And yet somehow we're fine. Okay, Boldwings are done. Now to just finish off the Swiftbeaks. Alright, where can we find you? There we go, there's one. Oh crap. Okay, surely it's just one more? One more of those should do it? where can I find one more? Ah, here we go. Another Swiftbeak. Hello there. There we go. Finally, that's all done. Okay, next destination I think is going to take us to Eastern Thanalin. Or sorry, not Eastern Thanalin, the East Shroud. Alright, our next hunt log target takes us out to East Shroud, heading out from Little Solace into the Sylphlins. We are looking for coordinates 2817, so we're going to want to go quite a ways north for this one. We'll just fly over the enemies so they can't bother us. And we are looking for Sylph Seed Snarls, of which we need to kill 3 of them. Camera, what the heck just happened to you? Must have hit something. This is not the right way. This is not the right way at all. Oops. What am I doing going this way? Gotta pay more attention to the map so I see where I'm going. Here, through the tree ants, and into Sylphlin territory. And those Sylph Seed Snarls should be, here we go. Need to fight 3 of them, depending on how many we've already fought. Okay, where can I find another one? Well, the Thunder and, well, Juniper whittle that one down. No. Bad. Where are these Sylph Seed Snarls? There's one. Hello and die. Okay, there's 2. So just 1 more, I'm guessing? God damn it. That one was leaving me alone. I could have left it alone. It's myself. Probably nothing over there. Let's try further up this way, maybe? Any Sylph Seed Snarls over here? Here we go. Hello. You should be the last one we need to fight. There we go. That should clear it out. Perfect. Next entry is going to take us to Outer Lenosia. Alright. Next up, we are here in Outer Lenosia, heading into the Kobold territory of the Ugamaro Mines, where we'll be able to find our next hunting log target. We are specifically looking for Ugamaro Quarrymen, I want to say. And we want to fight 3 of them to clear out this entry of the hunting log. We'll probably be able to find a few of them around here. Here we are. They shouldn't be too hard to find, they're just scattered around the mine. Specifically, they're going to be mostly in the first half of the mine. Basically, everything up to right about here is where we can find them. So up this hallway, this northwest room, all these hallways over here. Not this way, because there's actually a dead end right there, but other than that, yeah. Basically, the entire west half of the mine is where we can find them. Okay, you're a roundsman. Is there any quarrymen back here? No. Alright, where can we find the next one? We're probably gonna have to go further north then. Here we are, another quarryman, and another one right over there. Perfect. Let's just take care of you, and then we can move on to the final hunting log target for the Twin Adder. Perfect. Alright, off we go to Southern Thandolin for our last target. Alright, for our last target on the hunting log, we need to fly into Zaharak, the Amalja stronghold. Here in Southern Thandolin, flying south of Little Alamigo. And through this gate we're passing over now, we should be able to just head east until we start to spot Zaharak Pugilists. Perfect. And we need to fight 3 of them, it appears. Alright, just give me 2 more and we're golden. Where can I find you? Here's one. Where's the last one? Just a little bit further. It'll pop up sooner rather than later. Oh, you're right here. Hi. Alright, there we go. Now let's get the heck out of here, because our hunting log is clear. We also should get an achievement, bump on a log for the Twin Adder. There it is. Does that give us any rewards? It does. It gives us a mammoth number 003G. Nice. Yeah, as soon as I'm not being targeted. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that added to our list. And now we can finish off today by introducing the main feature we actually wanted to do, which is going to be the Adventurer Squadrons feature. Alright, back to the Twin Adder. Let's go see how, what this Adventurer Squadron feature is all about. Also, out of curiosity, where's our Grand Committee seals at? 34,000. Okay, I spent a bunch on rewards that I'll be showing off next main scenario episode, but Lieutenant Lancy, while I am certain your duties with the Order of the Twin Adder demand much of your time already, I wondered if I might have a word. I shall get right to the point, Lieutenant. The higher-ups have authorized plans to form a specialized squad, and we are on the lookout for a reliable leader. Your name was at the top of the list. You would be responsible for training and commanding a number of adventurer subordinates, and the position also comes with a possibility of further promotion. What say you, Lieutenant? Are you ready to lead? Sure. So this is a feature that was added in late Heavensward, and then promptly abandoned when Stormblood came out. There have been rumors for a while that they might straight up remove the feature entirely or rework it to be drastically different. But since it is here, and it is the only way to unlock a few rewards that I'm going to end up wanting, let's go ahead and do it now. Excellent. Let's get you acquainted with your second in command immediately. It's an honor to be serving with you, Lieutenant Lancy. In my capacity as your aide, I'll be filling the role of Squadron Sergeant. And these eager troopers are the inaugural members of our squadron. Form up. Every one of them is a fledgling adventurer who enlisted in the hopes of following in your legendary footsteps. They're green to the military eye, but we'll harden them up soon enough. When you have a moment to spare, stop by the barracks and we can discuss their training and deployment in greater detail. I'll leave it to you then, Commander. What do you think? I must admit they're raw as soldiers go, but they certainly have potential. I look forward to seeing what you can do with them. Very well, I shan't keep you any longer. Your squadron's barracks can be found through the door at the back of the Adder's Nest. May the matron watch over you. Alright, and we are now the commander of a squadron. Let's go check this feature out. Into the barracks. Alright, hello there, Sergeant. Welcome to the Squadron Barracks, Commander. I've been fully debriefed on this new initiative and stand ready to answer any questions you might have. First and foremost, however, we'll need to increase the number of squadron members. We have 3 recruits at present, but our squadron won't be ready to deploy until we have at least 4. Your own deeds as an adventurer should serve to attract new recruits. All you need to do is choose from the hopefuls who submit their enlistment papers. Alright, and by completing entries in our challenge log, we will get new recruits to the squadron. We'll be able to recruit them from here, in the barracks, by examining the paperwork on the desk. Unfortunately, since we only just unlocked the feature, no new enlistments yet. But as we do our challenge log entries, they should come in due time. First of all, let's go ahead and get to know our squadron members. Unfortunately, there's not really any actual conversations with them. We can just kind of look at their stats, and we'll be getting into what all these stats are for in due time. For now, I'm going to go ahead and go do other stuff, continue working on other episodes, and we'll come back once we've done a few challenge log entries just as we play the game, because those are unlocked naturally just by doing things. And once I have enough recruits, we'll come back and actually work on the squadrons, fill them out, and get them set out for duty. Alright, I am back. It is a couple of days later. I went ahead and worked on more of the relic weapons, which I know I said I wouldn't be striving to complete all the relic weapons, but I'm still gonna work on them. I think it's just kind of a fun thing to do in my downtime, and it also gave me an excuse to fill out a few challenge log entries, which led to... we have new recruits! So let's go check the paperwork and see who we can hire. Good news, Commander, we've received new enlistment papers. I've left them on your desk for review when you have a free moment. If you'd prefer, however, I can arrange for you to meet any potential new recruits face to face. I always like to look a soldier in the eye myself. Okay, so we have Twelzak, a male Elizin from Thalgord Float. You're coming in as a pugilist. Your stats seem pretty well rounded, actually. And you can see down at the bottom they have a reason for enlistment. I wish to serve under an officer whose hands can create as well as destroy. These reasons for enlistment will tell you what type of challenge log entry actually led to them joining the enlistment paper pile. And I think that it might have an influence on what kind of abilities they have in combat. But I don't know enough about the system to fully understand all the inner workings. I'm not too worried about it, honestly. We have 3 choices. We can question them, postpone, or dismiss. Postpone is basically, we'll take another look at them later. Dismiss is, no, we're rejecting them outright. And question is, we're meeting them face to face to see if they would be a good fit. Alright. Welcome to the crew. I see no reason to deny you. I believe this is basically just so you can see what they look like, in case you're trying to, put together a particular look for your squadron. The squadron is now 4 strong, which means we're ready for deployment, sir. The barracks has room for 8 soldiers. If you wish to enlist any promising new recruits beyond that, I'm afraid you'll need to discharge one of the existing squadron members. Never a pleasant task, but an elite unit is no place for underperformers. Right then, they say experience is the best teacher, so how about we jump straight into a simple mission. Alright then. Now we can move on with squadron missions and see what we'll actually be doing with our squad. But first, do we have any more? No, we have no more new recruits, so we'll just go with these 4 and see what we can do. Greetings, Commander. The squadron is eager to receive your next orders. Okay, so we have squadron missions, abort current deployment, which we can't do because there is no current deployment, or read the guide. Squadron missions are duties that have been assigned to your adventurer recruits by the order of the Twin Adder or your Grand Company. To undertake a mission, you must select 4 squadron members for deployment. Each mission requires that you pay your recruits a number of company seals and takes 18 hours Earth time to complete. The time remaining until a mission is completed can be viewed by opening the Timers interface located under Duty in the main menu. Speak with your squadron sergeant to begin deployments and confirm mission results. Each duty can be completed once per week, with all mission timers and respective strength requirements being reset every Tuesday at 12 AM Earth time. This will vary based on your local time zone. I just happen to be in the very lucky time zone where it's right as the clock turns to Tuesday. Okay, next up, finding new recruits. By completing categories in your challenge log, you'll occasionally attract new recruits to your squadron. The appearance of potential recruits will be announced via an on-screen message, and their enlistment papers will be delivered to your desk inside the barracks. You can also check if recruits are available by opening the Timers interface located under the Duty in the main menu. Visit the barracks and read the enlistment papers to decide which recruits you wish to add to your squadron. And enlisting new recruits. You can decide if you wish to add a new recruit to your squadron after selecting the respective enlistment form. Should your squadron roster already contain the maximum 8 members, then you will need to discharge an existing member in order to enlist a new recruit. And finally, glamours. You can cast glamours on the equipment of squadron members level 51 or above. To do so, let them speak with them and select Cast Glamour. You'll be prompted to select an item in your inventory to lend its appearance. Though the appearance process requires a catalyst, your gear will be retained. So yeah, you can also glamour your squadron if you want to give them a particular look. Our fledgling squadron's first deployment. Now, ordinarily I would offer you a list of pre-approved duties to choose from, but I've taken the liberty of arranging a simple mission to ease the recruits into their roles. All you need to do is confirm squadron members and give the signal to deploy. Alright, let's select our 4 members. We only have the 4. For City Patrol, you can see up in the top right we have required attributes and current attributes. There are 3 types of attributes that each squadron member has available: physical, mental, and tactical. I believe corresponding roughly to... It doesn't quite line up with the roles, unfortunately. There is some alignment with, for example, the classes that your particular squad members have, but it really varies drastically with the individual member. There's no real rule for like, oh, this class is going to have this kind of ability or anything like that. So we can see that there are required attributes: 145 total physical ability, 140 total mental, and 140 tactical in order to complete this mission, and we've got 160, 160, and 184. We can go ahead and remove our squadron members to see... Come on. Please. There we go. If we remove our squadron members, we can see we actually have a base of 40 in each stat. So we just need to supplement that base 40 in order to get to above the required amount. Now, you don't need to be above the required attributes in all 3 categories to undertake a mission. But the more categories that you are above the required attributes in, the more likely it is to succeed. If all 3 categories have above the requirement, you're basically gonna succeed no matter what. Almost without a doubt. If it's only 2 that you're exceeding in, then it's a lower chance of success, though not a bad chance. If you're only exceeding in 1 attribute, then you're probably not going to succeed. And if you're exceeding in 0, I don't know if it even lets you try, but you can try. Alright then. You can see over on the left, expenditures 0 Grand Company seals. This one will cost no Grand Company seals, but it will give us 7,500 squadron experience. You need to spend Grand Company seals as payment in order to send our squad members on missions, but they do get various rewards such as experience in the process. There may be other rewards that come up in time, but for now, let's just go ahead and deploy. They'll be back in about 1 hour. Because it's a training mission. The order has been given, Commander. The squadron is mission bound. I should also mention that each deployment is funded by company seals. I have paid what's owed this time around, but the Order of the Twin Adder requires that their soldiers receive fair compensation. For future deployments, you'll need to pay the recruits yourself, Commander. And now we wait. Once the squadron has returned from their mission, speak to me and I'll provide you with a full report. Alright then. We'll be back in about an hour. This is a special mission given it is a training mission. But I'll be back in about an hour so we can see what the results of this training are. Alright, I am back. It has been over an hour, so they should be returning about now. Hello there, Sergeant. What's the news? The squadron has returned from their deployment. Pray look over the report, Commander. Alright, talking to the Sergeant at the end of the mission, when the time is up, we will get a report on whether or not the mission was a success or a failure, and what rewards the party got. Everyone jumped from level 1 all the way to level 7, so that is a very, very good start, actually. Okay, then. Let's see here. The recruits appear to have carried out their task in a sufficiently competent manner. You'd be surprised at how many privates manage to lose their way on a simple patrol route. In any case, a small success like this will improve the unit's cohesion and help sharpen their individual skills. Alright. Now we can send them out on new missions. Now let's talk training. Specialized instruction will improve the abilities of individual recruits, but its main purpose is to encourage the growth of the squadron as a whole. When you decide that the squadron's skills could use some sharpening, check the regiment boards for a list of available training courses. As much as I champion learning through doing, there are some things that need to be taught if the troops are to handle the tougher deployments. The more you bleed during training, the less you'll bleed on the field, as my old drill sergeant used to say. If we want the squadron to be the most elite unit in the Order of the Twin Adder, then we'd best not neglect their military education. Alright, let's check out that training then. This is going to be very important. This is going to be actually the main way you get your squad better and more prepared for harder missions. Ready to begin the squadron's training, Commander? I think you'll find the course names are fairly self-explanatory. Alright, training courses will improve squadron attributes, providing increases of the unit's overall physical, mental, and tactical strength. The focus on which attribute is improved varies from course to course, so consider the values required for completing the more difficult missions when planning a regiment for your recruits. Each training course requires 1 hour to complete Earth time. The time remaining until a course is completed can be viewed by opening the Timers interface located under Duty in the main menu. Examine the regiment board to begin training courses or check training results. Okay, so we can take a look at our squadron's roster, how everyone's doing, or we can take a look at the training course. So, these training courses, how they are going to work. As mentioned earlier, your squadron as a whole has a base stats for each of the 3 categories: physical, mental, and tactical. As we noticed earlier, our base stats are 40 in each, and then our individual members add to those base stats. What this training will do is 2 things. 1, it will give experience to all of your party members, or to all of your squad members, helping them to level up. You can see from the green arrows next to each of them that they will all get level ups from doing this training. The secondary purpose of training is to change those base stats for your squadron as a whole. As you can see above the list of the 3 individual stats on the right, we can also see squadron attributes, 160 out of 200. If I move down here, 120 out of 200. In total, we can have 200 base points between our 3 scores for our attributes. We can have a total of 200 points. By doing these trainings, we can either add points to these categories, or we can reallocate points to these categories. Doing one of these top trainings will increase your physical, mental, or tactical base score by 40 points, and if needed, reduce the other two by 20 points each in order to keep you at the cap of 200. Similarly, doing these physical, mental, or physical tactical, or mental tactical trainings, these hybrid trainings, you can increase two stats by 20, but if needed to stay at the cap, decrease the other stat by 40. Finally, we can take on the comprehensive training course, which doesn't give any changes to your squadron's base attributes, but it will give a lot more experience than these types of trainings will. So let's see, I would like to keep my squad relatively balanced on their base stats for now. So I think if we do... I'll have to figure it out. It doesn't matter too much. I'll figure out some way to balance all the stats, but for now, we can do 3 daily training sessions. I'm gonna go ahead and let's start with physical. Send them out on a training exercise, and we'll be back in an hour or so. I might actually not check in until tomorrow morning, just because it is getting a little later at night. But once they're back, we'll be able to see how their stats have improved, and check in on what's next for our squad. Alright, I am back. It is the next day, and I believe our training should be just about over. They've been going for a good 13 Earth hours at this point. Maybe 14. Y'all okay? I think they're okay. Hey Sergeant, how's it going? Greetings, Commander. The squadron is performing well, but let's keep up the pace. Okay, so we don't check in with you. To finish off a training, we check in with the regiment board. They all hit level 8. Our squadron attributes went up. Excellent. Now then, what's next? Let's take a look at the missions available. Okay, so we have 5 missions currently available. 2 level 1, 1 level 5, a level 10, and a level 15. I believe we need to complete all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off screen, since this is largely going to be just something you check in on every now and then, and just pick what you want them to do next and hope it succeeds. This is very much 99% idling. It does lead to some other stuff that gets unlocked later, but for now it's like 99% idling. So let's see, what's going to be the optimal way to do this? Well, let's see, we have 2 daily training sessions, so I'm guessing that probably means... So if they reset daily, they're going to reset daily at... The daily reset time is 7 a.m. in my time zone, I believe? So we can complete a training 3 times a day, is how I believe it works. And each training takes about an hour, so... Yeah, how about this? I think the optimal way to do this is, first off, I'm going to go ahead and do trainings in order to max out my squadron's attributes as much as possible. And then once I've done all of the daily trainings, I'll go ahead and send them out on a regular mission. I don't really need to show the individual missions or in the individual trainings. It's going to be roughly the same thing every time. You get the picture of how this works at this point. And I think that will about do it for this brief introduction to Squadrons. Eventually we'll check back in when something happens. Eventually we will finish all of the initial missions, and there will be... things will unlock and things will change, and we'll start to earn some actual more substantial rewards. And when we get to that, I'll go ahead and check in on this once again. But for now, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, now that we have taken care of a brief-ish look at Squadrons and at the hunt board, I'm going to be doing both of them off-screen fairly regularly. Next time, we're going to be taking on we're going to be taking on what's called a limited job. Interesting. I still have not done very much of this on my main, so this is going to be interesting. I'll see everyone next time as we become a blue mage.